Part one of redoing my son's bedroom. This is the third floor of our house. It's a lot of space, but there's this closet that has the hot water heater in it, a very large bathroom, and then all of this open space. The plan is to turn this into a really fun space for my kids, a custom bed for my son, and to make a Murphy bed for the bed. First up, I need to get these dressers into that closet. So first I need to take all the stuff out of the dressers, which there really wasn't that much to fit in anyway, and then take all the stuff out of the closet, especially out of these 3 sets of plastic drawers to fill up the dresser drawers with. I knew that the dressers were going to be able to hold a lot more than these small sets of drawers did, and I needed to purge and go through this closet anyway, so this was a really good exercise. I decided the taller dresser was going to house all of my fabric and all of my Cricut supplies and accessories, and then the lower dresser was going to hold all of my gifting and party supplies. The drawers held even more stuff than I was expecting, and I ended up with an entire drawer that was empty. Once the dresser drawers were full, I then went and took everything else out of the closet, did some sorting, donated some stuff, moved some stuff around, sorted things better than they were originally. Then I went in and I removed the plastic drawers and I took out 2 shelves, one on each wall. The smaller shelf was just attached to the wall with brackets and screws, so that was this easy fix to remove, patch up, and paint. The shelf on the other wall, however, was a lot more difficult. I installed this shelf and all the other shelves in this closet when we first moved into this house, and I needed to figure out a better way to utilize this space. So I had to go through and score all the caulking, rip off the face frames, and pry this thing apart. It was actually a lot harder to take apart than I was anticipating, which I'm actually pretty smug about because that means that it was really doing its job and it was holding up really well. There was a little bit more wall damage with this shelf because of the caulk and all of the screws that I used to secure it to the studs, but just used a little bit of patching and sanded that all down and then painted it. Once the closet was ready, I then got started on putting the dressers in the closet. I removed all of the drawers from the dressers because I filled them before I put them in the closet because I needed to know where everything was going to go, and then just slid them across the carpet and right into the closet. With the low wide dresser, I needed to make sure that it was not blocking the door and that the drawers could still open without the door hitting them, and it was really easy to get in there. The taller dresser was a little bit more work. I did need to take the legs off the bottom, and then when I got it into the closet, it seemed to be fine, and I was able to get the first 3 drawers in, and then I hit a problem, and I had to scoot the dresser back out, then put the drawers in, then refill the drawers, and then scoot the whole thing back into its spot. It worked out fine though, and I'm able to access everything. It was just because there's that pipe, and the pipe makes it super awkward to put the drawers in. The drawers opened just fine. Once that was done and everything was in, I then added all the other stuff into the closet. I added a few more labels that I needed. This is what the closet looks like now, and the dressers are now out of the bedroom, and I can start working on the Murphy bed.